Relationships are crucial for your success in companies. Unless you work alone and you're the single person in your company and you don't have any clients and you just build something and that's it, relationships are going to be crucial for your success. And when I joined Meta, Vishagashi, my first manager, was a VP of data engineering. We met for our first meeting and he showed me this book cover, this picture, and he told me, Shahar, you basically have 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and you probably take 1 or 2 coffee breaks every day. So if you take each one of those as an opportunity to meet somebody new, to spend time with somebody you'd never met before, somebody you don't know, you'll probably meet close to 2,000 new people every year, which is amazing. So I took that idea and I tried to meet with a lot of new people throughout my time at Meta. Every opportunity I had to meet a new person and to spend time with somebody I don't know, I would take that. And one particular example was a guy named Dan who reached out to me. They saw my posts on the Facebook, the internal Facebook pilots group, which was a group for all the employees who fly. And then he messaged me and he said, hey, I'm visiting London next week. I thought that it would be nice to catch up. And initially I didn't know who this person is and why are they messaging me, but I thought, okay, that's just another opportunity to meet a new person, so why not? We met, and apparently this guy was a very senior flight instructor in the Bay Area. He's flying airplanes, helicopters, he's flying pretty much everything. He was really, really good. And we connected like that. And obviously we're not working on the same products. We had nothing in common in terms of work, but it was an amazing relationship to have. We've become friends. And since then, every time I would go to the Bay Area, I would meet with him, spend time, either go fly with him and spend some time flying together, or I would meet him in the office for coffee and we would just chat, and we've become very good friends. And then one day, one of my peers had a problem with the engineering team that they were working with. And they were really struggling with this engineering team because the engineering team had some really severe data quality issues. They were not logging the right data. They were not very responsive. The data engineers were asking for a lot of things and really wanted to change and fix the situation. And the engineering team was just not responsive. Things were not really measurable. The data engineering team was getting really frustrated to the point that my peer, they wanted to leave the team. They couldn't handle this anymore because it was such a big mess. And then I was in the Bay Area, I had a chat with them and they told me about this. And guess who was the engineering manager for that team? It was Dan, my friend. And Dan and I were going at that time a long way back, but we never talk about work. So I literally had a meeting with him the next day and I spoke with him and I said, Dan, I just heard about this thing. Your engineering team is messing things up with the data. Why are they doing this? And he was really surprised by that. He said, oh, really? I didn't know about any of it. Let me see what I can do. And he basically went on and fixed it. So the lesson here is that, first of all, it's a lot of that is about relationships. And secondly, it's the relationships that you will least expect sometimes will be the most crucial for the success in your career. And I think looking back at my own career, some of my biggest achievements were not through necessarily talent or hard work, was just the fact that I knew the right people at the right time and I had the right connections and I could facilitate things and I could make things happen. And without those relationships, I wouldn't be able to do it, no matter how talented I would be or no matter how hard I would work. So relationships are crucial for the success of anyone's career. And again, spend time meeting people. I know that some people are introverted. The idea of just spending time with a random person they'd never met before sounds extremely uncomfortable to them. And that's perfectly fine. I can really understand that. There are different ways you can build relationships. First of all, you don't have to start with meeting 5 new people every day. You can start with 1 or 2 people a week. That's in itself a very good start. There are some ways you can go about it, like prepare interview questions in advance or things that you want to know about people that you meet. So you already have some structure for the meeting. You can go to the meeting with another friend or with somebody else. That will just help make it a little bit more comfortable. And I think if you keep practicing it and if you keep doing it, I guarantee that you will get better over time. I'm sure about that.